Hey guys, we are going to make a mug on the wheel today. So you have about a baseball, softball size hunk of clay. Slap it on there, get it nice and stuck, make sure there's no water in between, and off we go. So I'm going to spin the wheel, get water on the clay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get wide, I'm going to throw some bows, and I'm going to push up. See how it's getting taller? So I'm pushing up, pushing in. And then the point is I want to smooth my top. And that is happening with my right thumb. Okay, I'll show you that again. Pushing up, pushing over. The idea is to get this top centered. You see how the bottom is kind of wiggly wobbly? That is okay. We will get that in the next step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now push in with my left, push down with my right, and lean in. If this area gets really dry, come back and add more water. And then I'm going to gently release. Clear off the gunk down here. You can do it with your finger. You can do it with a wooden rib. Okay. Next step. Get your hands around the clay. You're going to take your two thumbs and you're going to push in and make a hole. Okay, you are making a hole, not the Grand Canyon. So it should be smaller. And then at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to check your depth. So I'm going to stab the bottom, take my finger here, measure it. You want a 1/4 of an inch for a mug. You want a 1/2 an inch for a bowl. Spin the wheel again. Your next step, what you're going to do is you're going to make it wide. So you're going to take this hand again, lock it in front of you, take this hand like a gun, and you're going to pull wide. My hands are out just so you can kind of see what I'm doing. See how it's getting taller? Like that. Now, we're making a mug, right? We want to be able to have a flat bottom, so we're going to take this wooden rib, we're going to hold it with two hands, elbows on our knees or on the splash pan. We're going to push, and we're going to clean all that gunk out of there. So my inside, I'll show you what that looks like. Should look nice and flat. From there, what we're going to do is we got to make this guy taller. So I'm going to take the sponge in my right hand, like, hey, mamma mia. Got that like that? Take this other hand, connect, and you're going to make a weird lobster claw. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to push up and make it taller. Get to the top, gently release. Get more water, we're going to do that again. You may have to do this 3-4 times to get your height, to get it thin. And then from there, what you can do is you can start shaping it. So if I want it to go wider, I'm going to push more with my inside hand, which is my left hand. If I want it to go in, I'm going to push more with my right hand. And you kind of decide what you want to do and how you want to go about it. I love it. It's great. Let's say I want to keep it. What I need to do is I want to make sure my rim is nice and smooth. I'm going to take the needle tool. I'm going to come in slowly, go in, go through. It's going to loop, and I'm going to lift it up like that. I'll show you that again. So I'm holding, my right hand is grounded, coming in, lift, and come up. Now, this is probably sharp, so I'm going to use that sponge, and I'm going to smooth it over, because if it's a mug, we want to put our lips on it. Okay, next thing we want to do, make sure all the water is out of here. Water will make your bottom break, so we don't want to do that. And lastly, you see how I have gunk on the bottom? I'm going to take my wooden shaping tool, I'm going to hold it like a pencil, I'm going to get that out of there. That way, it's lighter, it looks nicer, and it won't be sharp later on. Last thing is cutting it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wire cutter, wrap it around my hands. If it's too big, pull it towards me, and then it's released from the back. We would leave it here, let it dry before we would put a handle on. But let me show you what this looks like. So my inside should match my outside.